Biddy-doo-doo. All right, what is going on, everyone? Welcome back to another episode here. I guess not really episode. I'm just pumping out videos whenever I can. Hope you're having a wonderful day whenever you're watching this, or if you just woke up and you're tuning in because you go to bed early. I think I'm usually posting around 6:30, 7 o'clock for most of these videos now. That's kind of when most of y'all are active according to YouTube analytics. If you have a specific time that you would like videos posted maybe earlier in the day, please comment that down below. It really helps me try to hit a wider audience. But this video here, we're going to be talking about some high-end rods here. So if this is not your type of video, go ahead and click off of it if you want. But if you are looking into the high-end, not JDM really, but just kind of that high-end rod setup, I'm going to be talking about two different rods here, very similar rods, something I consider to be very versatile when it comes to either live scoping, throwing like finesse crankbaits, drop shots. Tim likes throwing wobble heads on these type of rods here. They're very versatile. All right, y'all, editing this video as we speak, or as I speak, you speak, I speak. New hats, check it out, red, white, and blue, and we got one that is kind of the darker olive with gold. So these are going to be up on the website when this video is live, so check them out, lakeprotackle.com. So the two rods I have picked out here for this video are going to be the Daiwa Steez, the one, which is a 7'6" medium light rod. It is rated for 1/16 ounce to 3/4 ounce from 8 to 20 pound braid. Now, I haven't had as much time with this rod as the other rod right here. This is the GLoomis NRX Plus 902. So it's a 7'6" rod as well. They call it just a straight medium. I think it's more of that same medium light, just like the Steez here. Now, I found that there are really two different, not really schools of thought on these rods, but there's two main differences when it comes to these rods. First off, the different actions between all rods, of course, number one, is gonna be very different. So a medium in one rod series or lineup is gonna be very different from another. What I found with these two rods here specifically, the NRX Plus 902, even though it says it's a medium, it is lighter in power overall than the one here. Now, with Daiwa and the Steez lineup, they have very complex blank systems in it, very similar to something along the lines of a Megabass P5 Destroyer, where you've got a very soft tip at the back here, and you've got still a moderate back medium section, and then you have a very strong backbone, which is more reminiscent of like a medium heavy. So you've got really three different powers and actions in this rod, which I think is very unique, and I think it's a very versatile rod. This rod here, the one, as well as all the Steez rods now, they have the AGS guide train in them. So the rod itself does feel a little bit heavier at the top end, just because it does have a coating on it. It has a clear coating, which protects the rod. And this rod here as well does use SPF Complex Nano Plus. So it is very sensitive. I will say it is not quite as sensitive as the NRX Plus 902. And the 902 as well is a much lighter rod in my opinion when it comes down to it. The blank gets a lot thinner at the tip, which is why I think it's more of that medium light rod. So it also has recoil guides on it, which is nice because I beat my stuff up. As well as just a very nice guide train going down, of course. So obviously these are your more premium rods. I have two very similar reels in terms of price range on each of them. On the GLoomis, of course, I had to go with Shimano here, so I've got the brand new Vanford FA 2500 series. This thing is complete with all the cool technology coming down from like Twin Power and Stella. So Magnum Light rotor, I absolutely love that. The startup inertia is minimal, almost nothing getting it going. And from the Daiwa side on the Steez here, I have the Tatula MQ LT, also in a 2500 size. I absolutely love both these reels. I think if I were to choose just one of them, I would probably go with the brand new Vanford here. It is just so much lighter overall, and the MGL rotor in it is just badass. And before you ask, both these reels are basically brand new. I started using the Tatula MQ just a little bit earlier than the Vanford, but I absolutely love both of them for the same different techniques. You know, The Daiwa, I think, is just a hair smoother through the long run. I feel that. The Shimano here is just so light. Just no complaints on the Vanford there. My only complaint, I guess, technically would be that it is starting to get not grindy, but I can feel that rotor start to wear down, and I haven't oiled it yet. I haven't greased it yet, and I have taken easily over 5,000 casts on this. I'll go out a couple times a week at night and go crank and throw drop shots and throw Nico rigs, go scope with it. Both these setups here are very, very good scoping setups if you like doing that. If you don't and you just like throwing a lot of finesse presentations like a wacky rig, a Nico rig, a drop shot, a Ned rig, these rods are both very, very good options. And I kind of want to talk about the strengths rather than separating them because, at this price point, you are getting just such a premium product. I absolutely love both of them in the fact that they both have the cork. If you are someone that likes to hold their rod a little higher on the reel, the Steez is going to be a lot more comfortable for you. So if you like doing more power fishing styles where you're leaning into those fish and you want the leverage, this one's going to be the one you want. It's got a little bit extra cork at the top. Not that it provides more sensitivity, but it gives you a little more leverage when you set the hook. Now, with the NRX Plus here, I have found my pointer finger sitting on top with almost nowhere to go, which is one of my main complaints about the rod just aesthetically. I wish they extended it just maybe a ½ inch longer, maybe like 3/4 of an inch, because I'm really jamming up my pinky up against the reel here. Now, if you like to split your handle with your hand like this, it is very comfortable. I still get a little wear between my fingers holding the reel there. I think the Vanford was designed a little bit better for that specific way of holding the reel. It's a lot flatter on the top than the Tatula MQ here. So the Tatula MQ has more of a concave/convex top on it. This one is very flat. So if you like holding between the reel like this with either finger, it is a little bit more comfortable, I guess, than holding on top. Now, I will say I still hold on top. It's just not preferred that I don't have anything to rest my finger on. So a lot of the time I'm kind of pointing down the rod, and it's just not natural, I guess. I get used to it, but it's not kind of my natural position when holding a rod like that. Both the lines are very similar. This is Sunline Overwatch 16 pound on there, and then this one actually is going to be this is actually cast fishing braid. This is going to be 12 pounds, so very, very light line. And I can absolutely bomb a crankbait, a drop shot, any bait I'm throwing on either one of these. They both have a great moderate load in them, like I said, and you can absolutely launch different lures with them. So when it comes down to it, at the end of the day, if you want to throw a little bit heavier lures, I would go with the Steez the One from Daiwa, if you want to go a little bit heavier, but still have that extra length and versatility. If you want to focus purely on the finesse, if you want to focus on the drop shots, the really light hooks, NRX Plus is definitely the one for you. So the NRX Plus, I didn't say, was an 1/8 ounce to 3/8 ounce rating. So it is rated for a little bit lower, even though it has a fast medium power and action on it, as opposed to the one, which is a medium light. So if you have been confused over the different rating systems, this is going to be giving you kind of a good comparison between these two very, very similar rods. Now, we don't have a 902 currently in stock, but we do have the one in stock, so definitely check that out on the website. The AGS guides, anything from that Steez lineup, I feel like, again, is going to be a little more top-heavy compared to NRX, as well as even the new, was it GLX, Tim? The new, or is it GCX? GLX, yeah. The new GLXs, they still feel a little top-heavy compared to the GLXs. But with AGS guides, you're still getting a great amount of sensitivity. And this is one thing we also talked about. The Steezes, they give you a rod sock. It's not the best rod sock in the world, but they give you a rod sock.
That comes with your rod.
Yeah.
In your rod locker.
Yeah, exactly. GLoomis, what you doing? We need rod socks for these. Recoil guides, you can step on them and they recoil back, but I'd love a rod sock with my $655 rod. Other than that, aesthetics on the rods, you know, one's blue, one's red and gray. I mean, you've got the whole Jedi Force thing going on. But other than that, other than the handles, guides, they're both very similar.
Should I give you my complaint on the Steez? I do not like the little
Oh.
rubber keeper thing.
Well, that's not part of the rod.
But I don't want it.
Tim doesn't like the little keeper.
I prefer the one on the
Right, the one on
just has one little
GLoomis.
way at the end, so you don't cast, you don't catch it.
Yep.
So I like that. So that's one of my complaints about Steez.
Yep. And you've broken you've broken one of each now.
I have broken, yes. But I got them replaced.
Yep, you got them replaced. So they both have really good premium warranties on them, so you don't have to worry about that. I do want to say that we just got these Yugi big ol' storage boxes here. These things are waterproof. You can strap them to somewhere on your boat. You can strap them to the pole mount in the back right here. It's got a spot for your pliers. Basically everything you need on the go. You can leave it on the deck. It's got a big old reservoir with some nice heavy duty zippers on it. So you've got a lot of space. You can stick a lot of stuff in here. This one got a little damaged not damaged, sorry, I'm not gonna say damaged. It got a little scuffed in shipping. So we're not comfortable selling this one at full price. This one is gonna go up on the demo products page. There's a little scuffing on the top, like nothing noticeable. You're gonna beat this up anyway. So we're just not comfortable selling it at that full price. So this one is going to be discounted. If you want to snag this one for a discounted rate, definitely head over to the website. Some other cool stuff from Ryugi is these guys right here. So these R-Tank boxes are really, really hard to come by because they sell out really fast. This is by far my favorite terminal tackle box. This is the XL model, so this is the biggest they get. What I love about this is it's got 4 different compartments. Each one is going to be modular, so you can take out all the dividers. I use this for my drop shot organization, my Nico rig organization. I can stick a ton of weights in here, ton of hooks, and this other shallower side as well. Better for your hooks. If you want to throw your weights in the deeper side, I highly recommend that. We've got a couple available now, and you can go get them on the website. But guys, I think that will do it. Again, check out the big storage box here, discounted rate, as well as check out these R-Tank storage boxes there. Again, waterproof, free compartment system, excellent storage, and you can't go wrong with these. We ordered tan ones, I believe, but all they had were green. So if you're fine with green, definitely hop on it, because these are by far my favorite way to store my finesse weights, free rig weights, hooks. Doesn't really matter. I mean, you can stick some BFS lures in it. That'd be a good thing too. But guys, again, if you have any questions about the high-end stuff, kind of like this, we want to be your favorite resource to go to for something like this. You know, we're out fishing them, we're out trying them out, and putting them to the test, and Tim's breaking them sometimes. So, so guys, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time at Lake Pro Tackle. See ya.